Welcome back, guys. It's Space Games, and today we'll be taking a look at my favorite hero in the game, Strength of 100 Sakura. Out of everybody you see on this page here, I do have everyone unlocked except for Sasano Sasuke. For Sasuke, I'm up to 75 out of 120 shards, so expect to see him within about 2 weeks to a month tops. But even over Six Paths Naruto, I use Sakura on a day-to-day basis. Her first move, the tongue tooth sticky acid, summons a slug right to the enemy, dealing 204% damage, and also can inflict poison. So it doesn't matter how far the enemy is, as long as they're in view, it summons the slug right to them. It's a pretty good range move in certain situations. The Cherry Blossom Tearing Impact uses Taijutsu, doing 399% damage. She basically launches forward, punches the enemy 17 times, and then steps back. The Strength of 100 Seal attacks the enemies with the Strength of 100, dealing 126% damage, heals self for the same amount, and also increases 40% damage reduction for all allies. So for the next 4 seconds, your team's taking 40% less damage. Her real secret move is her Ultra, bro. This Creation Rebirth summons a slug, attacks enemies doing 162% damage. Within 3 seconds, heals all allies for the same amount and grants all allies immunity for 4 seconds. So 4 seconds after you use this move, everybody on your team does not take damage, no matter what attack is happening. For her passive move, she heals every 15 seconds all allies for 50% of the max HP. So all in all, she's reducing the amount of damage your team takes. She's constantly healing herself and her allies. All in all, this is my favorite hero in the game right now. I use her for boss dungeons. I use her for the tailed beast attack, all across the board. When I'm not in the lobby, I'm using her. In the lobby, obviously, I go Six Paths because it's a big stunt. Not a lot of people have Six Paths. But when I'm actually doing dungeons and, the adventure mode and whatnot, I'm using Sakura. So how to get her right now? The only 2 ways to get her right now, there is the SVIP. If you spend money, once you hit VIP 5, you can unlock her. You also get, 100 secret jutsu scrolls, and you get some bronze coins with that. But you do get Sakura. The fastest, easiest way is through VIP, through spending money. Then moving forward, you can also get her from boss dungeons. If you haven't watched my video on how to unlock every character free to play, I would highly recommend you do so. I dropped some jewels on you. There's some good knowledge on there. And as far as a little follow-up on that, guys, I did figure out that at least the next 3 locations cycle through Sakura, Sasuke, and Naruto shards. If I'm correct, I'm thinking there's going to be 3 boss dungeons per character, 3 ways to get the shards. And if my math is right, that leaves 2 dungeons left, 2 boss dungeons left. I don't know what they're for. If you ask me, that points to Six Paths Naruto. But that's all speculation at this point, so we won't get too into it. If I do get any updates, I will keep you guys in the loop about that. But, my theory right now is Six Paths Naruto can be unlocked through the boss dungeons. I believe that the Konoha Ruins 4 and 5 both drop shards for Six Paths Naruto. But seeing how the lowest power recommendation for an S rank character shard is 57 mil, I could assume that the ones for Six Paths Naruto are probably going to be closer to 100 to 200 mil. But let's get into my lineup here and how I use Sakura and the rest of my partners here, how to get through adventure without dying or having to recover. So I start off with Itachi. He has the Genjutsu where he petrifies the enemies for 2 seconds. I follow that up with, Pain's move, because Pain's move puts all the enemies into one central location. It pulls them in, and it also petrifies them for 2 seconds as well. I follow that up with my Sakura ultimate move, which gives myself and my team 4 seconds of invincibility, basically. For the first 8 seconds, the other team is stuck there taking crazy amounts of damage, and my team is healing, taking no damage. In the meantime, I wait to get Madara's move off, because for Madara, if you use his ultimate right when the rocks start falling down, um, it gives 100% boost to his attack, which his attack right now I got up to 1,500%, 1,500% damage. So, you know, the team's frozen up, taking crazy amounts of damage while I'm healing. It gets me through all 15 stages of this adventure, all thanks to Sakura's, 4 second window of nobody taking any damage. So that's how I get through this. That's why I use Sakura in adventure as much as I do. How I really got put onto Sakura, I really wasn't using her all like that. Even when she was my first S rank character, I wanted Naruto, KCM, and then they did the spin for KCM Naruto, and that's who I was using for the most part. But my buddy Devil put me on to Sakura, right? When that Tailed Beast training thing came around, not the Tailed Beast training, but the Attack of the Tailed Beast, after the server reset, there is a move that Kuroma does where it kills everybody, bro. It's either 1 or 2 hits. You're not surviving that joint. And it's the area of effect is literally the whole battlefield. The only way to dodge it is by running all the way to the beginning of the map, in that little strip there where you spawn at, because there you don't take damage. Or you can use Strength of 100 Sakura. If you summon your slug right in time, you don't take any damage once Kurama does that attack. That's pretty dope. Another way too, I found out recently, Sasuke. If you have Sasuke, that one move he does where he does the little lightning zigzag joint, during that time frame, he's invincible. He's like, you can't place an attack on him. If you time that little lightning bolt joint right when Kuroma's about to do that little attack there, that's another way to dodge that attack. But right now, that's the only 3 ways to not take damage from that Kuroma attack from the Attack of the Tailed Beast. Yeah, this right here got real glitchy for some reason. I was fighting Devil. See, speaking of Devil, I was fighting Devil and nothing was happening. Like, the stats kept going. Like, I kept healing. I was able to hit him one time. So I just quit and redid it to try to give him a fighting chance. I don't feel right whipping his ass without him fighting back. So I got back out and I got right back into it. And we were still frozen, bro. My people were frozen. The only one that could move was Sakura. So I had to spend this whole match whooping his ass with Sakura. As you see the numbers on her, on the page there, she doesn't do a lot of damage. Even her ultimate, it only does like 168% damage. She's more of a support heal type. She's not putting out crazy numbers, but she's keeping your team alive. She's keeping herself alive. She's making sure you're taking less damage. But as far as a solo character, she's pretty butt cheeks. By herself, she can dodge a move every like 20 seconds. She could use her ultimate and go invincible for 4 seconds. But what about the rest of the match? She doesn't really do too great by herself. But as far as in a team setting, she's a gun. My favorite so far. And I'll show you a little gameplay, this Attack of the Tailed Beast. I had to cut this video in half. You guys joined halfway through it. I do have the full video. I might be putting it back out and giving you guys a strategy on this. I'll give you more of a detailed breakdown of the Tailed Beast. For right now, the only thing I will tell you, you watch that blue line right underneath his health bar, right? That's his skill charge down. When that line goes all the way down, he's about to do that move where, right there, boom. Ain't no dodging that, bro. Ain't no dodging that shit. The only way to do that is if you have Shippuden Sasuke and you do the little lightning zigzag, or if you use Strength of 100 Sakura, you do the summon the slug right when that circle comes around, because the next 4 seconds you don't take damage. Or the other way, you can time it. It just takes away from how much damage you put out. It lowers, your ranking and how much damage you put out on this. But that way, when you see that blue line going all the way down, you run all the way to the beginning of the map. You run backwards because there's a little strip there, where it doesn't reach, where his circle doesn't reach. So if you don't have, Shippuden Sasuke and you don't have Strength of 100 Sakura, you can also dodge that move by running back. But yeah, prior to this level 27, we spent like the first 3 levels of this dying, bro. We kept dying back to back. We put up some good numbers, but we kept dying and we couldn't figure out how to dodge that. Smooth came up with the running all the way back thing. He figured that part out. Then Devil put me on to the, bro, just use Strength of 100. If you time that right, you don't take damage. Now, in a party of like 10 to 12 people attack this drink, me, Devil, and Smooth are always in there. Me and him, all 3 of us basically never die. Smooth be dying a little more. It's harder to time Sasuke's move, but he be putting in work, man. Smooth always up there as well. Also worth mentioning, Sakura's normal move, that fist bump attack right there, basically she throws kunai. So at all times, you're standing far enough back to where when he slaps down, you're not getting attacked. Or when he does the claw, you're also far enough to where it's not reaching you. The only time you get close enough is when you do the taijutsu attack right there, when she jumps forward and punches him. So you'll take a little bit of like burn damage from the fire or whatever. But for the most part, you don't take damage using Sakura. But I got new content coming out, guys. I got a bunch of videos in the works. I'm sorry these voiceovers take forever, man. I got a full-time job and kids at home, so it's kind of hard to get a moment of peace and quiet to be able to do the voiceovers. But I have some good content coming out. Thanks for all your continued support, guys. Leave a comment what you want to see coming up next, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.